morning, guys. This is Atlas here. As you can see, we are on the Vocaloid website. Um, and as you can see right here, there's a 6. We have Vocaloid 6. This is unprecedented. This came out of nowhere. We had no announcement for this. This is classic Vocaloid marketing of dropping something out of nowhere and just not saying anything about it until after the fact. But Vocaloid 6 is here. Vocaloid has officially joined the AI technology, like that side of things, along with SimV and many other softwares, Chevio, A Studio, all those. Vocaloid has now reached the modern era, and there is a 6th generation. So the Vocaloid 6 editors here, it's not just announced, it's just straight up released. So let's check out the little movie that they have here. Just gonna turn it down just a little bit. Okay, that voice sounds really good. That male Japanese voice. I actually want to go back just a little bit. Okay, so it does tell you the voices right here. So whoever this male voice is, his name is Akito, and we were at 34 seconds. I just want to go back and see who this English voice is. Does it tell us? It looks like this voice's name is Haruka. So it might be, I believe, because I just watched another video and they said a lot of these voices are bilingual. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this one's bilingual too. Okay, and this is the really big selling factor of Vocaloid 6, in my opinion. It has this feature called Vocalo, which basically, I use this software called, what is it called? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. And we're back. I use this software called Emitone, and what Emitone basically does is this entire idea of you record your voice to a track in your DAW, like FL Studio or something, and you can turn your voice basically into an instrumental. So what Vocaloid 6 does is that you can record your voice and it'll turn whatever you say into a vocal track into Vocaloid 6 with that voice. So essentially, you can sing a melody and turn yourself into a Vocaloid. So not like Utau, or not even like Vocaloid is going open source, but simply that you record your voice and that track can be, you can basically select a voice for that track and it'll just do that. So I think that's what they're showing here. So yeah, this is insane. This is actually insane. Not necessarily because of how amazing it is. It sounds great, don't get me wrong. Vocaloid 6 sounds amazing, but SimV does have them, I would say, probably still the best sounding synth on the market. Like, Vocaloid definitely still sounds like Vocaloid. And just looking at the price of it, so Vocaloid 6 for Windows, it's $225. That's not bad, especially since you're getting 8 voices with that. Includes the voice bank, supports all systems. I actually have a computer that can run this, so that's even more amazing. Okay, I wish I actually had a credit card. That'd be great. But I wonder if they fixed a lot of the issues that were present with Vocaloid 5, like all that extra stuff that you don't really need with the software, and and I was just about to get Yuma, like for my birthday too. Like my birthday's at the end of the month, and I was like, oh, I'll get Yuma for myself. I have to get this. I have to. It's Vocaloid 6, and not only is it Vocaloid 6, it comes with 8 additional new voices, um, and it just looks really, 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 really good. Really, really amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. Vocaloid 6 sounds great. If you don't know, it also has a trial. So if you want to try it out, you can. And I will be trying it out. I'm going to go ahead and download that Windows trial for myself. And one more thing about Vocaloid 6. If we go to the voice banks available, you'll see a very popular voice on here. That is Gumi. Gumi is available for the Vocaloid 6 software as an AI voice. So if you want the Vocaloid 6 software plus AI Gumi, that's basically $300, which is not bad considering it's what, $233 by itself, and then you have to pay an extra $92. I don't know how long this will last, but I hope it lasts long enough for me to buy it. But I'm gonna get that trial. I'm gonna try this out. Um, this is actually just I'm still like kind of amazed. I woke up this morning to like a shit ton of notifications, and I was like, oh, what is everyone talking about? And then someone's talking about Vocaloid 6, and I'm like, what are you talking about Vocaloid 6? That can't be a thing. They haven't made Vocaloid 6 yet. Yes, they have, and it's right here. So Vocaloid, let's just check out Gumi real quick. Let's see if they have any. They do have a demo song. So yes, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Leave me alone. Okay, let's see how Gumi sound. Okay, so just based off of that alone, um, and I am gonna base it off that alone. She doesn't sound that great. Like Gumi, of course, sounds amazing. Anyone with good tuning skills can make her sound even better than she sounds bass sound. But compared to what's already on the market, outside of maybe Chevio, which I would still arguably doubt is better sounding than this, even with Chevio's engine noise, this doesn't sound that remarkable. Like if you look at anything from the Symphony roster, price wise and just quality wise, it sounds a lot better. I don't know what it is. There's like this with Vocaloid voices, especially with the ones that they showed off in the base package of Vocaloid 6. They have that Vocaloid 5 muffle sound to them, if you know what I mean. It's almost like they've been ran through a compressor like 8 times. That's what it sounds like to me. Um, do I think this is bad? No, I don't think it sounds bad, but I mean, I do think it sounds bad. I don't know why I said that. Do I think it sounds horrible? No, I don't think it sounds horrible, but I do think it sounds bad. And if you're releasing a product like out into the world, for one thing, you should market it. I don't know why. It's been 20 almost 20 years now with Vocaloid, and they still don't know how to market things. You're dropping stuff out of nowhere. Remember, they dropped Sachiko out of nowhere. They dropped Cyber Diva and them out of nowhere. Um, there actually, I think there was like a little bit of a build up to Cyber Diva, but I want to say they just kind of released her out of nowhere with like 5 demo tracks, and that was that. But there was no marketing, and then the voices themselves. If you're bringing Vocaloid into the AI world, I expect them to sound on par with SymphV, because I would say SymphV is the industry standard at this point for like Vocaloid voices. And also, a lot of companies have already moved away from Vocaloid, at least in terms of like their latest releases. We don't know if they've permanently like will not develop voices for Vocaloid or anything, but a lot of companies have already like for as far as we know moved on from releasing products on the Vocaloid engine. And you have like tons of things from Internet Co and AH Software either having their own software or releasing stuff on Chevio, Symphony, and yada yada yada. And we still have voices being put on those softwares every day, and they sound good. both overseas and American wise in terms of like voices like Kevin or Natalie or Solaria, and overseas voices that are Japanese like Yuma, and then of course everything that they've added with Vocaloid 6 they would have to have because again these things are already present in softwares like Symfy. So all these bilingual voice banks you would have to have that because Symfy now has that feature where you can have a voice sing in English or Japanese if you want. So let's just check out a little bit more of the song. Maybe I was a little bit harsh, but right now I'm not impressed with what's being presented to me. So I don't really care about the build up to the song. I just want to hear it. Like, yeah, this just sounds like regular Gumi with some decent tuning. It doesn't really sound like AI. And when I think of like an AI voice bank, I'm thinking of something that sounds, I don't know, almost like an Utite is singing to me, but as a voice synth. Hmm. What's that? Okay, I would like to know what these blue parts are with the green and everything on them. If I were to assume, I think it's just an added vocal effect, and this is what it looks like when you add a vocal effect because now you're hearing more of like a echo sound to Gumi's voice. And this could also possibly be what a Vocaloid track looks like when you put it in, the one that you record your own voice and you set it to a voice bank. So that's another thing. So we heard a little bit of English there with Desire and Liar. Gumi sounds really good. I think Gumi is actually going to sell more as an English product, ironically. I mean, Gumi itself is going to sell anyway because it's Gumi. Gumi is up there with Miku and Iya in terms of popularity and Yukari in terms of popularity from like being a company star child. Like Krypton's is Miku, AH Software, probably at this point it's Tohoku Kiritan, but it was Yukari, and it probably still is Yukari in general, and then of course first place being Iya. But this is gonna sell just because it's Gumi, but I also think a big factor of its selling point is gonna be Western people wanting to use Gumi for English because a lot of people have wanted an Gumi update for years. Because I want to say Gumi English came out in 2013, and it's 9 years later. It's 2022. Okay, so that was Gumi English's demo. Well, one of the demos. I believe there's several demo songs of her out right now, so you can probably look up more if you want to see it. So just and she does have an official website, obviously. Only 10 megabytes. You see this? 10 megabytes for this voice. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I mean, it doesn't sound like there's much, but just from my first impressions, Vocaloid 6 looks amazing. It is presented in a way that it looks nice. Great gowns, beautiful gowns, but in terms of its sound, there's still that classic Vocaloid engine noise, which I'm not saying that there shouldn't be engine noise with Vocaloid at all. I'm just saying it doesn't sound super high quality compared to what's already on the market. That's one. Two, they did no marketing, so a lot of us were just kind of blindsided by this news out of nowhere, either very late last night or very early this morning. So that's two. Three, even with Gumi being on the website, on the software as maybe like a flagship cell, she herself doesn't sound that much different from like her Vocaloid 4 voice bank, which was her latest vocal release outside of AI voice. But AI voice Gumi was simply for talking. This is for singing. So Gumi sounds great, but she doesn't sound AI standard. And the AI standard again, I think would just sound like a type voice, but as vocals. Do I think this is still good? Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get it. I want to play around with it, at least with the trial, to see if I like it, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not as impressed after the hype dies down. I'm not as impressed with what I'm seeing. I'm saying it's bad in the sense that this product is going to be compared to everything else that's on the market right now. And right now, it's just kind of falling a bit flat for me. But I think what's really going to be the driving factor of Vocaloid 6 sales, of course, is word of mouth. It's Vocaloid. Vocaloid still is a prominent name among vocal synth users. Vocaloid has been used by tons of producers who are definitely going to be coming back to use this new generation of the software, especially those who use Gumi. And Gumi has a crap ton of producers who make songs for her. And also, it's AI. AI, just as a name itself, is going to be bringing people back to use it, to play around with it, whether it's a trial or even just getting the whole thing because they're a collector, they're a Gumi fan, they're a Vocaloid fan, whatever. So, I hope in the future, as maybe more voices come out, these voices sound better. But if you're a Vocaloid fan or a Gumi fan, I definitely would recommend getting this software. But if you want a quality product that gives you some really good AI, I would just recommend getting SimV. You're paying less money for the SimV software and a voice compared to Vocaloid. SimV might not have at least I don't think it has a bundle buy where you can get a bunch of voices along with the software. But SimV, to me, still is the industry standard. It has a bunch of quality voices from English to Japanese, and no matter what voice you get, they can sing in whatever language that you want them to, thanks to its December 2021 update. And then it's just getting better and better from here. It just released like 4 new voices before even what Vocaloid 6 was. So I still say SimV is the superior software in terms of quality, but if you want a new Vocaloid software because you've been waiting for Vocaloid for a long time, I definitely recommend getting this. Like I said, I will be trying to get this if I like the trial, but right now I'm not as impressed, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of this new software? Are you as maybe not unimpressed? Well, yeah, unimpressed as I am with it right now, or are you hyped for it still just because new Vocaloid in like X amount of years? Because I think when Vocaloid 5 came out, I remember Vocaloid 4 being a thing in like 2014 with Cyber Diva and Cyber Songman. So I want to say Vocaloid 5 came out 2018. So it's been 4 years. It's been about 4 years. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about Vocaloid 6? What do you think about its features? There's definitely going to be a video uploaded probably about its various features and how they work. What do you think about its marketing? And what do you think about the new Gumi? So let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next one. I'll probably be uploading a cover or something. And yeah, have a good one. Peace.